Marshall Goldsmith, you've long considered the #1 leadership coach in the world. You've retired now. You've been inducted into the Hall of Fame by the Thinkers 50. You've continued to write and edit incredible books, 40 of them, 3 of them New York Times bestsellers. It's always such an honor to learn from and be with you, Marshall.
My great friend, Mark Thompson. Mark, also a New York Times bestseller, and I think you are the new #1 executive coach in the world. So I'm very honored to be with you as well. And, it's just such a pleasure.
Well, you've written a book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There, that has stood the test of time. The name itself is instructive about how, when you're a high achiever, you might want to reconsider, is everything I've been doing actually serving me, or is it ballast, holding me back? What would you say would be the #1 characteristic, the thing that's held the test of time?
A couple of reflections. #1 is that book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. I do the Google reference on that. I think every day somebody quotes that phrase.
Absolutely.
Almost every day.
It's the meme machine.
And to be fair, about 80% of the time they credit me.
Yes.
They don't have to, but they do. It always makes me feel honored that they almost always credit me for that phrase. And the thing is, I was interviewed in the Harvard Business Review and asked a question, what is the #1 problem of all those successful people you work with over the years? And what was my answer? Winning too much. What does that mean? If it's important, we want to win. Meaningful, we want to win. Critical, we want to win. Trivial, we want to win. Not worth it, we want to
win.
Win anyway. Winners love winning.
But wait, I was rewarded for winning all those years.
Exactly. Win. It's so hard. And let me give you case studies of winning too much. One case study is you want to go to dinner at restaurant X. Your husband, wife, friend, or partner wants to go to dinner at restaurant Y. You have a heated argument.
Yeah, they're wrong.
You go to restaurant Y. The food tastes awful and the service is terrible. Option A, I could critique the food, point out that they're wrong, and that this mistake could have been avoided. I'll only listen to me. Option B, shut up. Eat the stupid food. Try to enjoy it and have a nice evening. What would I do? What should I do? Almost all my clients, what would I do? Critique the food. What should I do? Shut up.
It's not worth it.
Another case study. #2, you have a hard day at work, a hard day. You go home. Your husband, wife, friend, or partner's there, and the other person says, I had such a hard day today. I had such a tough day. And if we're not careful, we reply, you had a hard day. You had a hard day. Even yet, what I had to put up with today, you think you had a hard day. We're so competitive, we have to prove we are more miserable than the people we live with.
Right.
I gave this example to my class at Dartmouth Tuck School. A young man in the back raised his hand. He said, I did that last week. I asked him, what happened? He said, my wife looked at me. She said, honey, you just think you've had a hard day. It is not over. Well, the #1 problem of all those successful people that I've coached, winning too much.
Well, that really begs a question then. I don't know that any of those people listening to us today might somehow ever have been guilty of winning too much. Is there a question you might ask yourself about winning too much today?
I would like to get a comment from everyone listening now. Is when one time in the past you had a need to win and prove you were right?
Right.
And you should not have been fighting that battle in the first place.
Let's choose your battles, decide what to win at, and how generous could you be? It's a great idea, Marshall. Thanks.